This presentation, I'm going to talk about Brighton and its organization Visit Brighton. I will through following steps to discuss. Firstly, Brighton is a coastal city in the south of England. The landmark is Royal Pavilion. Brighton is famous for its carbon beaches. Traditionally, tourists come to Brighton for a health sea bath and for a stroll on the pier. The Palace Pier was built in 1891 and has a huge arcade and concert hall. The old Brighton Pier was during World War II, and the new Brighton Pier was built on the right side of the old site. Now, things are changing, and the late high-tech ingredients have penetrated. At the pier, Brighton's only fixed playground was built, and the modern video act replaced the original Bellevue's landscape. There is no admission fee here. People can also taste fresh donuts at a very cheap price. While riding here, only £1. There are a large number of seabirds inhabiting under Brighton Pier. Every sunrise, these beautiful seabirds will be surprised with the red sun before people's eyes. Tourists who come to Brighton, no one wants to miss it. Next, about Visit Brighton. The first one, logo. This logo includes 4 colors. This is a color planter to be used as a background on literature application, or they can be used to highlight a specific element in a design. All 4 colors reflect the personality of Brighton as a brand. They have been specifically chosen to represent the colors of this city. The mission of Visit Brighton is to spread the Brighton love. The next one is some resources the Visit Brighton organization have, like some accommodation, shopping, food, and drink service online. Also, they have attractions, sports and activities, entertainment and nightlife. Also, they have some events, festival, exhibitions, concerts, shows, and performance. On the other side, they have some sector strength. Brighton and Hove is very much a forward-thinking and creative city. It is home to 2 leading universities, a medical school, and is the first city region to be designated a UNESCO Biosphere in 40 years, so that also attracts more visitors to visit this place. Also, the covering travel, accommodation, dining, entertainment, wedding, etc. Brighton has an unusual mix of seaside, countryside, and culture so combined. About value, there are 3 different aspects. International. Continue to work with Visit Brighton, Visit England, and their overseas representative. Strengthen relationship with Visit Brighton, business visit, and events team. Increase Brighton's ranking on the International Meeting Association Index of International Conference Destination. About national, work with MIA Destination Group, networking and sharing best practice with UK counterparts. Continue to collaborate with Tourism Southeast under the Meet Beyond London brand. The last one is local. Carry out quarterly sales managers meeting for the city's sales managers. Identify any opportunities to engage, network, and raise awareness of Visit Brighton on the Gatwick Airport, Gatwick Diamond Economy Area, and the coast to capital. Next is identify brand. The Brighton brand presents strong and clean values that capture the essence of what makes Brighton different from other cities and seaside destinations. The Brighton brand is a valuable resource for tourism that should be used to align tourism property with the city vision. Tourism offers the city a unique opportunity to communicate its values to external audience, both in the UK and internationally, in with other sector concerned. And then embedded more strategy in the city's future planning. So, a creative city with a blend of modern culture and aesthetic, architecture, sea and countryside, and a distinctive free-spirited atmosphere, so people won't find anywhere else. The next part is past analysis. Firstly, political. The changing nature of tourism policy is examined through a review of the UK and of national government policy, urban tourism and rural tourism. Aspirational tourism policy influenced, namely of the European Union, on tourism are also examined. The effects of other policy spheres on tourism strategy are considered, as is the diversity and complexity of tourism policy. Using a corpus of 7 European national tourism policy documents, some research examined the language used to resolve the apparently conflicting goals of economic growth and social and environmental sustainability. Economic goals were portrayed as instrumental to communicate well-being without evaluation, while environment sustainability was depicted as instrumental to maintain tourist demand. The next is economic. Some study explores reactions of the tourism industry in the UK's southwest to a change in regulation governing term time leave. It serves as an example of the impact of non-tourism specific policy making on tourism. Some data collected from 260 tourism companies, an online survey, findings confirmed a largely negative response to the change in regulation. The study illustrates divergent reactions to the regulation within one stakeholder group. Here, the tourism sector, and by implication highlights the limitation of a native application of stakeholder theory. And also, the study offers insights into the nature of resilience within the sector. Avenues for further research are offered. So, actually, the economic developed to help build good tourism industry, and also this industrial or tourism organization to push some good service and product to attract more visitors. Next one is about social. Social innovations in tourism, such as new technologies, have a great influence on tourism. As a new form of governance, it contributes to social development. Social marketing in cultural heritage tourism is to help more people to understand cultural heritage so as to achieve the role of publicity and protection. Next one is about technology. Technology innovation bring the entire range of stakeholders together in tourism service ecosystem. Technology empowered tourism experience increasingly support traveler to co-create value throughout all stages of travel. Unbound intelligence tourism is driven by a range of disruptive technologies. Invaluable smart environments transform industrial structures, processes, and practice, having disruptive impact for service innovation, strategy, management, marketing, and competitiveness of everybody involved. IT affects the tourism system in numerous and complex ways, with mixed outcomes for sustainability, while most changes would currently appear to be ambivalent and some outright negative. There is consideration potential for IT to support more sustainable tourism. The next is SWOT analysis. The first is diversity surveys. As I mentioned before, they have a lot of surveys on their official website, include attractions, hotel and restaurant, and even event like that, and also retire and nightlife. So Brighton is an international city, so they have lots of shows and very brilliant nightlife. The next one is good cooperation with partners. So the organization help attractions or restaurants to sell their product on their website. So they have good relationship with these partners. Also, they have very brilliant staff and workers to serve visitors or other people. About weakness, some seasonality of demand, limited success outside core business, challenges posed by market segment. So about this part, because the Brighton is a seaside city, so the good time to visit this place is spring, summer, and autumn, except winter, because in the winter this city is very cold, and most of the time people stay at home, and it's not good time to travel anywhere in this place. Opportunities. Strengthening ecotourism. So nowadays, most of tourism industry and organization, except they sell their product, so many people to visit different attractions that lead to some beautiful and nature attractions destroyed by human. So they need to protect our environment, to protect their valuable attractions. So ecotourism is a long term to protect the environment, and also develop of new tourism and related products. And even they already have lots of events and a festival and shows performance, and also they could provide the different visitors groups, like teenagers or just couple visitor group, or just some senior people, or just like different country from different countries visitors. They could focus on these groups. The last is threat. So as we know, the Brighton nearby the London and Portsmouth and also Eastbourne. So this different place, they are also have different attractions and organization like Visit Brighton. So they could be segment their customers and visitors from Visit Brighton. So the biggest threat is competitor from other destination organization. And also new technology is also important, because they just offer some Euro and normal service for everyone. But for some disabled people, they also need some high technology and to help these disabled visitors easier to travel this different place. The next is approaches and strategy. About goals, Destination Experience Group. Set on the Destination Experience Group helping to shape and deliver a destination management plan to deliver the visitor economic strategy from 2018 to 2083, and work closely with regional partners where it helps to boost Brighton's positioning as the city in the region and deliver new tourism activity. And then raise the city's profile with national decision makers to realize tourism objectives and assign support and funding. Also, they will do some advertising to attract more people and let them know what is Brighton's best thing or what is good attractions in Brighton. Like they will use some social media, for example, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also, they will work with local travel agency. They could help them to provide their product and service to some visitors. Also, offline promotion. So in this destination, there are 3 different visitor groups: international tourism, local tourism, and accessibility service for inconvenient tourism. So on the website, they have some special offer to disabled people. They could offer some workers to help these visitors to travel attractions, and also they offer wheelchair, and if someone is disabled, they can require or ask them to help them to travel, and ask them to provide some specific requirements, specific service. So for this destination, I think they should focus on increasing leisure short breaks with particular emphasis on UK urban area within 1 to 4 hours travel time, international cities with direct routes into Gatwick, and repeat visitors to GB wanting to travel beyond the holiday types, pre-family, child-free, and empty nester who are more likely to travel outside school holidays. And then focus on driving conference business, with particularly emphasis on association conferences, academic, medical, scientific, public sector conferences, London-based corporate, and international conference. So this is all presentation and about Brighton and Visit Brighton. Thank you for your listening.